5-9 gamers, welcome back to the Ultra Space Time podcast today, episode 97, End of Passivity. And as always, if you're here for the first time, Twitch Prime's not a crime. Hit that follow button if you're here on Twitch, or that subscribe button on YouTube if you enjoyed the content. Make sure to check the description for our creators' links, and check our other social media like Discord, Reddit. We have our Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and so forth. And without further ado, today we are joined by Chadical. Brad, what's good?
I'm just astounded we're almost at number 100. That is insane.
Time flies, huh?
We had 50 before I think we even launched 5-9. We're at like 150 podcasts about Dragon Ball Legends. Either way, how's it going, Dogs?
Pretty crazy. And today we're also joined by Virgil, our YouTube streamer. What's good, dude? How are you?
I am doing pretty good. What's going on, you guys?
And it's not a podcast without my co-lead, Asdik. Claps the cheek.
Yo, it's free to play. That's it. All I have to say right there. It's my personality. It's free to play.
Oh, give me 1 second. Of course.
Oh, that's
and
unfortunate.
It is very unfortunate, but we're going to start over again because I think now everybody can hear me. And everybody else, not just me. OBS. I don't know what happened, but my mic settings were scrambled. So let's start over again. We are joined by Brad. What's good?
Great. No, I'm doing pretty good. I was recording a Twitter video to be like, hey, I'm live on the podcast, bro. Come through. What's up, dogs?
Oh my God. Yep. And second was Virgil, right? What's good?
Yo. What is going on, everybody?
Oh my God. Yep. And as we said, it's not a podcast without my co-host, my co-lead, Asdik.
You forgot the free to play in front of that pump. Free to play Asdik.
No, everybody knows
I did no, dude, because Virgil's skeptical, bro. I feel like I have to go out of my way. I have to go ahead and convince him now.
Fair enough.
How are you going to do that, though?
I don't know, dude. I'm about to show him the receipts. Yeah, I have to change the receipts. I have to be free to play Asdik in game now.
No, it has to be your legal name. Like your middle name is going to be F2P. And then we have our biggest whale. I'm kidding. We have ZVG. What's good?
Hi, yes, I am a whale. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mega Shield. Thank you.
He's a whale by proxy, right? So yeah, today we have only a few topics, but some of them are kind of juicy. So we're going to talk about the new battle system that we got teased. The free-to-play cell, now that we actually got him. We got a new cell equip from that event as well. And we're going to talk about what we expect from reveals and stuff. And without further ado, Virgil, how excited are you about the incoming new battle system, and what do you expect from it?
I'm actually pretty excited. From what it's showing, like the main gist of it is we're getting like 2 new mechanics, in-game mechanics, and they don't really do these type of things often. So whenever we see some new in-game changes like this, where you're adding a new quick attack or a new battle mechanic, it's just going to change the entire way we play the game, right? Like the same way that when the tackle was implemented, you just find new ways to kind of engage and have like a play style behind it. So I'm kind of interested in how this actually has an effect. And obviously this is kind of a like a counterplay to, passive play, right? So we got MUI, rewarding players for not really doing much. Majority of players are going to probably just, not do much while using that unit. So they kind of added this to test the waters. I'm assuming it's already tested this mechanic, but I'm kind of interested to see if this will actually have any, major effect. But obviously people are going to have to implement this new play because it's going to be in the game. So pretty excited for it, just to see, how things shift up, because new is new. I'm excited for anything that's new for the game.
I'm going to keep it real. I didn't even know that this was happening. I've fallen off. I apologize. My bad. But it looks pretty dope. And yeah, like Virgil said, anything that's new and different, bro, I'll take just something that changes up the monotony. I don't care. Like, okay, that's not true. They've ruined it in the past. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But I am excited for something different. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I think
for,
it's
Seems-
perfect.
Right.
Go ahead.
Virgil.
No, I was just gonna say. I don't know. I was gonna just say say something random. You go ahead, Asdik.
I was just gonna say that I feel like because you know how Legends is, they like to create the problem and then sell you the solution right here. They're not necessarily selling this because this is just an update, but I'm pretty sure this is just for, like, it literally says right there in the highlighted text, it says this is designed as a countermeasure against players who wait around for too long. So it's basically saying, like, this is your answer to those players that literally just sit at the back of the map and just with the like MUI or with Ultra Vegito and stuff like that, right? So I'm very curious to see how, because someone's gonna find some way to make this like really like powerful, right? Because we've already seen it like with the tackles before. Remember like the tackle step and stuff like that. So I'm very excited for this. I feel like when was the last time we actually got like something new implemented into like a game mechanic? What was the last? Was it the tackle?
Dude, it's
It
been
was
like
the
2
tackle.
years, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's
So-
nuts.
Yeah, so this is I'm really excited for this because this is gonna like this is gonna be just so refreshing, right? It's gonna swap up the entire like play style of the game because it's not like people can ignore this. Like people can't just be like, oh well, I'm just gonna keep playing like how I always do. Like I mean, yeah, you can to an extent, but everyone else is gonna be having like access to this. Like everyone has to kind of like adapt now, right? And so it's gonna be I think it's gonna be very fun.
Agreed.
Yep. And I also think it's just good that they are addressing the whole, people being super passive in their playstyle, because games are taking so long now. They're taking like, I don't know, up to like down to 30 timer cones. Sometimes they go to draw or to time, even though you don't have like those super tanky region teams. It's just because people are now forced to wait because, oh my God, my opponent's MUI still has his gauge. What can I do? It's so annoying. And so I hope that this quick dash and this quick attack actually works. I don't know, around the gauge or somehow forces people to do something. Because if MUI just gets this gauge anyways, and it's just like, whatever, auto dodge, we'll see. But at least they acknowledge that it's a problem. And I hope that this is only a part of, what we're going to see. Because I think they also said that there's going to be a lot more stuff coming. So I think it says that it's only a tiny fraction. We're also planning a new PvP system, among other things. So I'm curious to see what that means.
So the only thing is that years ago they also acknowledged the same problem, and then released units like UI and MUI. So I'm not crazy hopeful about it, because I remember when they acknowledged it years ago, we were like, "Nice, heck yeah, dude, let's get it," and then like it was like, okay, nothing really changed. Like, it was the same kind of thing, but it'd be pretty wild if this quick attack thing, like, let's say it doesn't go around the gauge or whatever else, and MUI still is like immune to it. If they make it go around that, they're literally just making it to dog one unit. He's literally the only issue with that. I don't know, it's pretty wild.
I mean, he's like the main unit, but there's still so many people who just like wait in the back fishing for PVs. I feel like it was a problem before MUI, and he just
But see,
made
this
it
wouldn't
like
change anything though with that, because unless, I don't know how, I guess I haven't seen how it functions. Never mind. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut until I see it, and then I'll, like, whenever this comes out. When's this supposed to come out? Do we have a
this. It just said this summer.
It should be this month.
Okay,
It
so
should be
this
this
month
month.
at some point. Okay, we'll at some point be able to cover it on the podcast in the next couple of weeks and be like, okay, here it is. Got it.
Yeah. It's just, I feel like MUI just exacerbated the problem and made it even more transparent that it's there. But it was there
A lot more
before.
noticeable. A
Yeah.
lot more noticeable.
So yeah, I hope that this new mechanic is really going to be helpful in terms of, like circumventing this kind of passive play. Because I don't know about you guys, but then people in chat are like, yeah, against MUI, you also have to play passive. And then basically you can just put your phone down for 10 seconds. Cool. It's like, what I thought I was playing a game and not just waiting, Like, might as well just show me a loading screen. Pretty much the MUI gauge is like a loading screen, Like the progress bar or something.
People don't get is still playing it wrong. MUI, you want to make use of that gauge. If you're standing in the back, you're just wasting the gauge.
That's true. But many people do it. They're just waiting for the other person to lose patience and just, do something.
Yep.
Look at me. I'm countering your strike attack by doing nothing. Cool. So what else would you love to, like, what do you think that this new PvP system could mean? Because it said that they're also planning a new PvP system. What could that, in your opinion, entail?
I mean, isn't a new mechanic gonna be a part of the new system? So I don't think we're gonna get too much else from what they tease for the new system. I really don't know what else they could really do, honestly. In regards to the battle system.
Maybe add rules.
But that would be like a new system, as in like how the game is played itself. That'd be like a whole different mode type thing.
Yeah.
However, this
I think.
Go ahead.
I think if they were going to implement something else, right, it would have been, they would have talked about it in the news as well, right? This is going to be like the main two things, like the two new mechanics. I think other than that, maybe some, like, we could hope for some different stuff as well. Obviously, like, we were complaining about the rewards for like the past couple of weeks, right? This season, just less rewards. I know it's the battle system specifically, but yeah, I don't see them changing anything within the game, like fightings.
I think to answer Azdig's previous question, what was the last one would have been the Rising Rush change, right? We thought it was the tackle, but whenever it goes back to neutral standing.
Oh, dude, that was so long ago, bro.
I know, but that was the most recent one, right? Or was that?
Yeah, I think so.
That would have been like a year and a half ago, because I think I was still playing at that point. Yeah. It wasn't just a little bit. I like Battle of Moore's idea of a ban list, though. That sounds pretty sweet.
Just banning characters for the season.
Could you imagine? Like, sorry about it, bro. No androids.
Sorry, you wailed out for this character, but you ain't gonna use them again.
I mean, we joke like that, but like, go to like Yu-Gi-Oh or something, bro. You could spend hundreds of bucks buying cards, and they're like, you can't use it. Sorry about it.
Oh, they have a ban list in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Like, yeah. We've made a bunch of videos on that, Azdig.
Dude, I haven't paid attention to any Yu-Gi-Oh content. I'll be real honest. I think I've seen like only a couple videos, and they're just
I think like 4 out of like our 10 videos are like, hey, this is a ban list. It's fine, you're good.
Bro, somebody in chat said they should overhaul Rising Rush. I don't think Rising Rush is ever getting changed, honestly. It's too ingrained in the game at this point. The most they do is like, the most I can see them doing is like probably like locking it for a certain amount of time accounts, but even then, units in the game give you an advantage by stealing Dragon Balls or like destroying Dragon Balls hella early to compensate for that. So I don't think they're ever gonna change anything in regards to Rising Rush, honestly. I mean, they really haven't, like, the core aspect of Rising Rush hasn't changed. They just implemented mechanics to like circumvent it, Dragon Ball manipulation. So I don't think we're ever gonna see like a direct change to the Rising Rush mechanic.
I don't think it really needs to change, to be honest with you. Like, I think it's fine. Once they made it go back to like neutral standings, I was totally cool with it. So you couldn't just straight up mollywop somebody and then get the advantage at the same time. And once that happened, I was like, whatever, I can live with this. Like, I've been cool with it for the last like 2 years.
I remember people using Rising Rush just to get the opponents vanish and then still get priority. Dude. Remember that, like, way back when?
Talk about being old, bro? Like, yeah, that's...
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, wait, that works? Like, you Rising Rush, your opponent vanished, and when you click the strike card, you would still get priority even if they click the strike?
That's back when, like, Vlad was winning with extreme red Vegeta.
Yep.
Like...
That was... those were the times when you could do, like, 200 key combos with Pan.
Yeah, dude, I remember watching Truth, and he was like, dude, this is like the best unit in the entire game. And it was Blue Pan.
Rico would like to know your location. But yeah, the reason I was asking about it, the PvP system is the wording of the sentence says, in addition to these updates, we are also planning a new PvP system, right? So my understanding is that at the top, I think it probably says battle system. Yeah, here it says battle version 2.5. Now the question is, is there a difference between battle system and PvP system? So PvP system could be somebody said rules, right? I think Virgil said rules like no Rising Rush, or maybe even just, hey, I can say I don't want Rising Rush, and if my opponent also doesn't want Rising Rush, then we just collect Dragon Balls, but we don't get the rush. That would be something I would really love. Or it could be different ladders, or somebody in chat said that instead of ranks, they have levels based on how much you win. You know, it could be something like this too. So, yeah.
So not to be a Debbie Downer, I wouldn't hold your hopes up too much. You might get the no Rising Rush one, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Like I don't even know how many times I've been hyped in the past and been like, "What is this?" So I wouldn't hold it too high. But a no Rising Rush mode would be amazing. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I would love that too. Then I wouldn't even mind matches going to timer or taking longer, because then at least that's kind of like fair and square. And not about, you know, who gets rushed twice. Yeah, that's everybody's favorite. Especially when they rush you twice, you haven't even rushed your own rush.
RNG, man, it's so fun.
Yeah. And then I think also somebody in chat said battle items. How would you envision that to work?
I wouldn't want it in the game. I'm gonna be
There's
real
not
honest.
enough like space on the screen. Where the hell are you gonna put them for me to use
Just like
them?
floating like in the middle somewhere, like
Like a little
like a
capsule.
pickup.
Bro, I'm already
Yeah.
looking at like what stats they have up, they have down, what stats I have up, I have down, cover change. No, I don't need items. I'm good.
Rising Rush button.
I'm
Dude,
big
imagine imagine you would have to hit like the pause menu to get the battle item. Yeah, sorry,
I'm
we
gonna
ran
use my Senzu real quick. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a big rip. But yeah, I also don't really know what that would look like. I just really, I keep on saying that for a long time now, but I would just want a mode that is completely different from how we play PvP right now, but that uses our cards that we have. And I always bring that example of the first Battlefield in Dokkan, where it was like a side scroller instead of just popping bubbles. That was really cool. It was just hard as hell, but it was really fun. And then they just decided to go back on it and just make it the regular old gameplay. So maybe Legends could take a page out of that book and make something cool and interesting. I mean, we got Tournament of Power, which uses the cards and plays kind of differently. So they have it in them.
I agree that they have it in them. I figured somebody else was going to pick up the slack since we got 5 of us here. No, I definitely agree that they totally could change things up too. But ZVG is also right about how like a lot of the stuff is just, it's so ingrained in just the standard gameplay. They can't change a whole lot, right? Like they can't shift it up and make it an entire different game. Legends is Legends to an extent.
Yes and no. Like, I mean, the thing is that if they were to implement a completely new game mode, they could do whatever they want, pretty much, right? Because they're starting from scratch on a green field. The only thing they have is the cards, and then, I mean, even like for Tournament of Power, they gave every single unit a completely new kit. It's work, but you know, it's possible.
Been waiting for a new game mode for some time now. I think it's one of those things where it's like they have to have it down to a T, that once they implement it, they can, you know, just, they don't have to worry about it. Like with TOP, they made something where it's like, you know, it might not be too interesting for like the majority of the people, but there's free rewards and it's quite easy to do. So, you know, it's just something else to keep you engaged, and there's something else to do in the game, right?
Yeah.
PvP specifically, you know, obviously one day I would love to see some other game mode that I could jump in and have some sort of like leaderboard competitive, like as competitive as you can get, obviously, this game being like random number generated, right? But something else I can just dive into that isn't the same ranked PvP thing that we jump into every day. Just something different. I know it's going to take some time for them to do. It's probably something that they are working on too. You know, I doubt that they haven't thought of to this very moment, hey, we're going to keep this only one game mode the entire longevity of this game, right?
Jump into it every day. I hold on.
And I mean, also seeing that, you know, that Legends is still a big chunk of Bandai's revenue. It's not going anywhere. So they,
Yeah.
you know, they can, it's also, because it's also always an investment if you want to like create a completely new game mode, it probably takes a while, especially if your team isn't that big and you still need to release characters and you need to like update the game at the same time. But seeing as Legends plus Dokkan make up like 45% of Bandai's revenue, and I guess Legends is doing like half of what Dokkan does, so maybe about like 15% or so of the total revenue. That's still a huge chunk. That means it's not going anywhere anytime soon, I assume. So might as well invest now and make the game kind of future-proof.
I've invested enough. I don't need to invest more.
That's sad.
Yeah. I love how much I invested. Like a lot of people who don't play Legends nowadays get really mad about it. And it's like, I love it. If I just pull a character, I have a team to use them on. Totally worth the investment. Like if I just want to play super duper casually, I love it.
Fair.
If you enjoy the game, you know what I mean? Like if you know the game's also not going anywhere, it's just nice to have, right?
Yeah, no, dude.
That's what I think
There's
about
so
all
many
the
times I
time.
get home from work and I'm like, I have nothing to do tonight. I'm just gonna sit down and play a little bit of Legends, just have a good time with that instead of stressing so heavily about it. It's a fun game. Legends is actually a really good mobile game. Like I notice it when I tell people.
Facts.
When I tell people about Legends, like I have all my internal memes and jokes because obviously we've done 150 damn podcasts about it. So like I have all my jokes and stuff about it. But when I describe it to people, I'm like, dang, it's actually a fun game, bro. Like it's actually enjoyable when you just sit down and you kind of relax and you're like, Gogeta beat his ass. It's just fun, dude.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, I think honestly, I feel like Legends in terms of playing casually, I think it's really like great. Right? Cuz even right now I'm low rank right now. I have like a lot of work to go ahead and do. But I've only been using minions for this entire season. And like I said before, though, I'm still like barely starting off in like the ranked grind and stuff like that. But I haven't lost a game this season with minions, and it's like hilarious. Because this is like I'm still like at that bottom like threshold where it's like way more casual and stuff like that. But I think it's like once you get into like the higher ranks, like I'm noticing like a lot of the content creators that I watch play the game, they're typically at a higher level. And so that's where I see most of the frustration. That's where I see most of the unhappiness.
Oh,
Right.
100%. Think about like
Yeah.
the day before the season ends and you're like,
Oh God.
I gotta do 40 matches.
Yeah.
Like, remember that kind of
but
time?
Also,
Like,
people busting out Hercule, people bringing red, purple, people lagging, disconnecting.
bro,
Like that's
if a
when
drop of sweat comes off my forehead, I'm like, I'm putting the game down.
so you don't play when it's hot.
Can't do that. He's in
It's,
Arizona, dude.
I feel like you could it still be fun competitively, right? It's just when you're trying to be competitive with a game that is so much, so much unfair, it's just
RNG.
things that you can't control. Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
with everything else as well, like you said, like the lag, you literally cannot control it. And, just miss inputs. There's all this random stuff.
Well, okay, some people
happens.
definitely control their lag. Not to cut you off, Virgil, but some people definitely,
Oh, yeah.
they're definitely in control of the lag. I'm just gonna put that out there.
The people that are controlling the lag at some point, if they're like legit doing it, they DC at some point too. So it's like,
Router kick.
half those games is like,
Yeah,
at least
that's
I get a
that's
bot
fair.
at the end of the day, right?
That's fair. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just see, when you're sweating, bro, and it's just like Hercule, just undeserved wins. You just rethink your whole life. And you're like, bro,
What am I
this is a
doing?
mobile game. I'm just trying to have some fun. But then like, some people just get competitive with really anything. Anything I do, bro, if I'm playing like Uno, I'm gonna get competitive. I'm playing like anything. The
Yep.
to each is their own, but I jump in this game and I try to have fun while remaining sweaty.
Sweaty
Just
fun.
some good
Don't
old
take-
sweaty fun with Virgil. Make sure you check out his streams, bro. He's killing it.
Dude, don't take it out
Yes,
of
sir.
context, or maybe do.
No. Take it out of context, bro. You seen his videos on
Yeah,
Twitter, dude?
dude.
Absolutely.
Take it out
Absolutely.
of context, dog.
Yep. Virgil's sweaty fun streams.
Yes.
Wonderland or something.
It's a good time.
Yep, in the morning for me. Same for Asdig. I think you also stream like in the morning when I just woke up or something. I see the notifications like minions. I'm like, oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Oh yeah, the minions grind, dude. They're actually pretty good.
If you're watching on Twitch, click that link. That's Virgil's YouTube. Make sure you sub to him.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Instant 59 more subs. All right, so now that we talked about the new battle system, we also finally got the free-to-play cell. Azdeek, have you used them in your streams, and how do you like them?
I used them just for a video. I didn't use them in a stream. I used them for a singular video, and it was my audience wanted me to use them alongside the minions, because it was just all minions themed, right? So I used them there. I think he's all right, honestly. Like I used him there. I watched a couple other showcases, and I mean, obviously he does hurt because of the stats that he does possess, but overall, I think he's a good unit. He just doesn't cut it. Not in today's meta. Like, you're going to be able to run him very casually. I know these free-to-play units are always intended to just be a second option, right? Because you look at his teams, you look at powerful opponent, obviously Tapion fulfills his role much better than he does. You look at what else, Future. I mean, maybe it's more of an argument on Future, but even then, I don't think people are going to run the cell intentionally over their Red Star Future Gohan, right? Because a lot of people do have Future Gohan at Red Stars, considering that he's so old, right? And then he's already been considered like one of the best LF units for a very long time, right? And he's finally like showing his age and stuff like that, but I still think Future Gohan is better than him. And then what, on Androids, it's not really, I wouldn't say Androids is the best team out there right now, because like, yes, you do have the tag droids. I know that they're good, they're great, right? But is Androids really like the best place for the tag droids right now? I probably don't think so.
It's LOE.
Right.
What?
If you have Gamma 1 high stars, then it's pretty good.
Gamma, yeah. Last base, then I could understand if it's like a Gamma 1 setup, then with the tag droids and then the cell. I suppose I could definitely get behind that. But a lot of people don't have the Gamma 1 at high stars. Like, even with the banner being here for so long, no one's really it doesn't have a lot of incentive to summon on that, right? But I do think Gamma 1 is like a massive like sleeper unit. I think a lot of people really do underestimate him. But overall, this cell, he just doesn't cut it, bro. Like, he doesn't cut. There's I guarantee you, like, there's like a good percentage of the player base that just don't care about him because they know they're not gonna run him. So
that's me.
Yeah, sadly, I have to agree with that.
Bro, Cell sucks, dude. Cell sucks. Like, he's just like not good at all. I thought Cell's, he does nothing. Like, he just doesn't do anything at all, bro. He's just not good. Honestly,
he feels like a 2020 unit. Like,
he sucks. Yeah, exactly. But
he would have come out with Majin Vegeta
on that.
Like,
yeah, he's somehow on that Majin Vegeta level, dude. If you're on that level, bro, then there's no point for me to even try to go for you, because you're never gonna see play. And I don't need you for PvE anyway, because I'm already gonna have better units. So like, what's the point of having you on my team? And you're not gonna get a Zenkai anytime soon. So, you know.
I have to.
Yeah, I don't care. I did this event just for the equipment. That's it. I didn't even farm this, so I don't care about him at all. I just wanted the equipment, did the event, and I'm not gonna do the full power battle or the daily stages. I just don't care.
ZVG finally allowed to speak, bro. ZVG can jump in whenever he wants to, bro.
I think.
Yeah, I was just.
ZVG, stop talking, bro. You're not allowed to speak anymore. All right.
Bro, I just.
Yes.
Muted myself because all you guys were just like talking. I was like, all right. But now we're talking about future stuff, so I can jump in. Yay.
Yeah, yo.
But yeah, basically everything that ZVG said right there too is just. I mean, personally, I don't, like I said before, I don't think he's bad. Like, truthfully, I don't think he's bad. I think he's decent, but you cannot be decent in Dragon Ball Legends. You have to be great in Dragon Ball Legends. There's not really room for all of that, right? Otherwise, if you're not, it's great. You just become fodder. Like, you hop into the match and you're like, right there in the back of your mind, you're like, this guy has to die. Like, this guy is my rush fodder right here. And sometimes that's fine, right? But even then, sometimes you have rush fodder in today's meta that's like, oh, I kind of want this guy to die, right? I kind of want, like, he's actually useful to me. Like for example, like, you have Tapion, right? He reduces all his sub counts when he gets rushed, and you're like, boom. Right, there he is. He's fulfilling his role already just by doing that. Right, then putting the debuffs, he gets the bonus damage after death and stuff like that. This cell, he has some all right components to his kit, but it's not necessarily going to carry a team. It's not going to make a like it's not going to be like defining, right? It's not going to define a match, that support that he provides.
I mean, we've had this issue for years. You gotta be that unit. Like, if you're gonna come out nowadays and be a free to play unit, like you gotta have something that's like really dope. Honestly.
Yep.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Virgil. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. Trying to like put my thoughts together. ZVG really compared this guy to Majin Vegeta, bro. It's so disrespectful.
Bro,
Majin
Vegeta
Vegeta's really that bad. No, he's not. He's not. I personally don't think he's that good. I don't think he's good. Obviously, like I don't really like me personally use units that, you know, is like a weak link type situation. I'm not really into fodder units, having units to die. It's not really the way I like playing. But obviously, like the way, you know, he's meant to be is just to be swapped in to die and give buffs. Like,
Yep.
You know, a lot of the units that I saw were, you know, that he was boosting, or it made him feel like droids were on boost again. Or it made other units. I'm looking at the gameplay on the screen right now, and you know, after he dies, he gets, you know, the team gets a buff as well. Don't really think that's like optimal though. Obviously, if he's not really doing anything, he could take hits here and there, and obviously the debuffs, the overall buffs, everything. That's like his main gist. But he does like negative damage, so it's like. Is like, you know, if you like to play like that, where you like to play with 2 units and have this one unit like massive super buff them, you know, it's, you know, to each is their own type thing. I don't think he's bad. I just think, you know, in a meta where you really want to have every unit be useful, like this guy just gets swept. Like, you know, I'm not tripping about Rising Rush or anything. I'm killing a unit as soon as possible, and this unit's dead, right? So
I'm too lazy to look him up. What is his like? How well does he buff you when he dies? Like, what do you get? Like.
I think it's 20%, I think.
Oh my god! If it was like 200%, yeah, I'd run him. But 20%, like, no, I'll just run a 20% stronger unit. Like, honestly,
I mean, that's if he's done work before he's, you know, he goes out. Obviously, he offers a lot of debuffs, a lot of support already with his main. I think with his green cards individual or no? 35% to blast damage received. Okay,
yeah,
for 15 counts. So a lot of this stuff is, you know, could still be in it. Obviously, he was made to be fodder as well, obviously, with his reduced sub count when the opponent activates Rush. So he's just, you know, it's obvious for what he's intended for. It's just, I was not impressed. Even with, like, Zenkai buffs, like, his damage was just not it, dude. He was not making any type of cut. Like, and at that point, if you want to compare the damage to, like, Majin Vegeta, it's, like, on a similar level. But then again, yeah, he's not meant to do damage, so. Overall, I think he's okay. I just don't think he was really needed, if that makes sense. Maybe for like a different team or a different thing. It's just like no one's gonna use him, right? He was fun maybe this week, but I don't ever see anyone using him, or I don't see anyone in the future using him. This is on boost, right? This is boost. This is his defenses and offenses on boost. So, and that's gone.
It's not a good showing.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but it was fun the first night.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing that I don't like about him, honestly, is that he buffs. So he applies the effect when just as soon as the match starts, like just off rip. He just gives everyone just 20% to blast damage, which is just fine for like blast based teams. But I would have liked to have just seen that for just damage inflicted in general, not just for blast damage inflicted. But I mean, I don't know. I think it's just safe to say that I think we put our hopes a little bit too high for free to play units because we were getting some bangers there for a little bit, right? Like we had the free to play Pot Frieza. I think he was actually relevant for a decent amount of time as a free to play unit.
Yeah, Rose,
and then
decent.
Yeah, Rose was decent too. He had the vanish like recovery, right? Like after a certain amount of timer counts elapsed. Like I think that was pretty baller. And then you also had the free to play Trunks, who I still see that free to play Trunks sometimes.
Trunks!
Yeah, I still see that Trunks sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like that he was, you know, he's like on top of the world when he came out, and you know he might not be right there anymore, but he's always worth bringing up when it comes to a free-to-play argument. Just, that dude is pretty great.
If anything, he's still the most relevant free-to-play. Like, you actively see him with, like, you know, Majin Vegeta just being released. He's a really good partner for that unit, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, 100%, dude. Because you look at that free to play Trunks, and you're like, oh my god, dude, it's only going up from here. Like we're gonna get just bangers after bangers in terms of free to play units, and then they drop a purple Majin Vegeta. That's just absolutely awful,
I forgot about him. Honestly, I thought you guys were talking about the Zenkai one, and I was like, what are you on? But I forgot about this Majin Vegeta.
Nobody remembers that Vegeta, dude. Nobody.
Dude, I remember him because of how bad he is. Like, he's infamous. That's how bad he is.
Oh,
bro.
the free to play one, dude. I want you to know. I came back and I was like, who? I was like, wait a minute.
Dude, his art is so good too.
He has
some fantastic art.
When you're like, dude, he looks sweet, and it's just like, oof. Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah, dude. It was so bad to the point where I remember watching one of ZVG's streams, bro, and he was doing like a challenge. I don't even remember what challenge he was doing, but he ran into Vade rocking like a triple
Super Warriors.
Oh, was it Super Warriors?
And I lost every fight except the one where I fought that free to play Mod Vegeta, and I was fighting VAR too. Yeah. So I'm so happy that VAR came in, dude, because that was like a 5 sub challenge. So I'm glad he came in and just used that trash unit so I could win. Thank God.
Yeah, literally that.
Dude, that's when you know a unit is just bad, when you're like, oh, thank God they brought them.
When I saw his team, I was like, yes, I can finally
it's
win
like,
again.
oh my goodness. Thank you, bro.
Yep. That's exactly how it was.
I like how you say, Coat Vegeta sure would. No, Coat Vegeta was dope when he came out, dude. What are you talking about? He was cool.
I mean, he was decent.
Drip
for sure.
Vegeta,
He was easily better. Like, on release, like, comparatively, he was way better than this.
And then they gave us Coat Goku, and it's like, who is this? What are you talking about? I don't want this.
Oh, dude, I still remember the Code Goku Copium, bro. Oh my god, it made me
he's really good.
Boosted?
Like, he's not good. Bro.
Yeah,
relax.
It made me so upset. Oh my god.
Also, many people played him on Mono Purple, huh?
Everyone that said he
that was
good
the only team he
played
was
him on Mono Purple.
Okay on. That was it. Like, and he was still like,
and only okay. With
whose
all that
gameplay is this, by the way? Did they make some weird decisions, dude? Like, he just jumped and then rushed. Like,
That is Senor Goresh.
Of course it's Goresh, dude.
I just want to say, like, I don't understand how these devs, because I would say for the entirety of 2022, we've had a good track record of free-to-play units, right? We had the 21, the Podza, the 18, Gogeta, Trunks, and the past 2 that we've gotten have been subpar, to say the least, right? I don't understand how they had such a good track record for, half the year, and then once the Annie hit, they just had to just make them trash. I don't understand. Like, if MV and this set were on, the level of Trunks, bro, it'd be so much better. Like, you'd actually see them being played a lot. But sadly, they're just terrible. I don't understand
how
they just missed the mark like that.
Right? You got to have trash so you can have the standout units. I understand that. But I think the weirdest thing is when Legends, it's when they pick their times. And it's like,
yeah, exactly.
Bruh,
that's true.
It's literally the anniversary. Like, don't give me crap units now. Like, this is when Podza should have come out and stuff like that. Because, like, that's when it makes no sense. I don't know. Either way, Legends has always made weird choices. I'm not like, oh my gosh, he's bad? Who would have thought? Like, it's not shocking. But
what do you mean, no?
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, wait a minute.
Random.
He's not usable. It's like, yeah, okay. I'm pretty used to it. Remember Purple Buhan? Like, I'm pretty used to it. Or, yeah, is he purple or blue? I don't remember.
Purple Huhan?
Yeah, he's purple. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what this weather I'm having is, but if my power goes out, I can hear the hail hitting the top of my apartment. I have 2 floors. What the hell?
Damn.
That's great.
we can hear the hail hit the top of your head.
Dude,
top of the dome.
This is nuts.
Man, this is crazy. Like, I'm melting where I am and you have hail.
Yeah, what the... Bro, me and Brad are in the same state. Where's my hail?
I live like 8,000 feet above you, bro. I'm in the mountains.
Okay, yeah, that is true. Yeah, I'm like burning alive down here, bro.
Yeah, you're chilling out in the desert, and I'm like hanging out in the forest. Like,
that's crazy.
The forest people. Well. Now that we talked a little bit more about that cell, his event also came out with an equipment. So ZVG, have you looked that up? Is that anything to write home about?
Yeah, I actually did. Yes, if you're main region and you have a blast-based region unit like Kid Buu, I'd say this is like extremely awesome on him. That's the only reason why I even did the cell event, just to get his equipment. Because if it wasn't there, I wasn't gonna touch it. You know what I'm saying? But it gives. Well, hold on. That's not the equip. bombs on the screen.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's not. The new equip gives double blast attack and HP.
All right, let me see which one that is because I looked.
Bro,
I
you gotta
looked
be
at the
careful
event because
lifting it
Battle
that
more
much,
suggested
dude. By
to
the
sell
way,
equip,
what the
and
fuck
It's
is
the
this
one, it's the one
hail?
down there beside the
Like,
video
this is nuts, dude.
at the bottom. It's the one
Rip
beside
you for
the
being
Oh,
outside.
okay.
My
I
bad.
see it. I
Oops.
see
But
oh, dude, they look
um,
so similar.
I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's my bad. This one, blast attack, and HP.
$10. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
$10. I'll give you that.
I feel like, okay, so
that's
we have
solid.
a couple of these equipments
some
in the
Blackberry,
game,
but
as
you
in
like-
like for
If you like
hybrids,
them, you like them.
you have
whatever.
one that's
Just
called
be
Dad.
careful
It's
lifting
one
them
with
so
chunks
much.
on
You're
it.
gonna
It
get
gives
jacked,
the
dude.
same thing.
I'm not trying to
I
hang
think
out
we
with a woman
also
who can beat
recently
my
had
ass.
one for like
I'll do
I think
probably extra
females or
equip.
something like that. But these equipments that give double offenses plus HP are very, very, very good. So you're getting like offense and defense at the same time, right? It's extremely, extremely nice. Make sure you guys farm any equip that has this spread of double offenses plus HP. Make sure you guys farm it. I'm pretty sure Movies has one with Tapion, the PP equip that just came out. I farmed like 5 of those, bro. And like I use them on like almost every movie unit because it's so good. It's track attack, HP. You can't go wrong with it. It's just great. So if you have any blast based region unit, put this on them. It is fantastic. Like it's just great. It's just great.
So
So
what you
if
say?
you're-
Oh, go ahead, Palm.
So on Kid Buu, would you then run his plat, this one, and probably the pure blast one?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
All right, I just
Because it
start-
doesn't make any sense to really, because giving Kid Buu HP makes him also heal more on his
True.
green cards too, because you know more max HP equals more healing.
right.
So you have that plus the offenses, and Kid Buu's not really defensive anyway. Just maximize the offenses. Also, this is also good on Buhan too. So you just put this on both of them, and it works well. They get HP, they get offenses. You're out the pure blast region damage inflicted equipment, and you're good to go.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. I was recording a Snapchat to this girl that I'm talking to, and I was like, "Oh, they're talking about equips. I don't care." Like, I'm gonna be real. I have, dude. I cannot.
letting us
How do
know
you
that
guys keep up? How do you guys keep up with all the different equip? That just looks like Cell's face. There's like 5 equips with Cell's face on it.
Because I've become a Z plus connoisseur.
Bro.
Like I don't
no.
like rocking equipment.
That
with
I
the
understand.
Z+.
The Z plus, dude. I am definitely in that crew now. Where like if I like an equip, I have to Z plus it. Like it's not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it otherwise. I just don't know how you keep up with all the different ones. Like, I cannot imagine in 2022 Google.
I only keep up with the ones that I know for like are for my teams or like I want
Right.
on certain units. I don't know about like
I
every
can
single
agree with you on
equipment
that
in
too.
the
Yeah,
game,
when
know
you
what
just
I'm saying?
really like a unit and you're like, I'm gonna make you a boss. I can agree with that. That's
Yeah, for sure. And this equipment is the first equipment that I have that's like a fully all red slot Z plus. So that's pretty. That's
All the
pretty dope.
flex.
That's pretty.
Yeah,
You said it.
dude, it took me 1 eraser to get a red slot on the last one. I was like, okay, this is gonna be pretty good. 3 Z plus, let's get it, man.
So we're gonna see ZVG rocking the first form green cell with this powerful new equipment
Who?
pretty soon.
Who's
Hell
ZVG?
no, hell no, bro. Nah, fam, nah.
Z plus VG.
Yes, sir. Because like I don't understand like this is what okay, let me go on like a little mini rant here. I don't understand how people still have S equips or even A equips because I still find people with A equips, even that in God rank, dude. Like I don't understand. We just had like 4,000 erasers given out. How do you not even have Z minimum?
no
I don't
Zenny.
understand. I don't get it.
I don't
I don't
understand
get it,
either,
bro.
bro. I don't understand how all these players just have these just dookie S equips, bro. I don't understand, bro.
I don't get it. I don't get it
I
at all.
don't. I don't either.
I mean, at least for your main team, at least have Z's for your main team, dude. I can't understand if you don't have Z's for like your secondary teams and stuff. But like for your main team, bro, like come on, dude. At least have Z's, dude. At least, man.
Yeah,
What
I
if
mean,
you don't
also
have
if
a
you-
team?
That makes a difference.
What if you don't got a main team though?
then why are you
then
playing the game?
Okay, if you don't have a main team, then that means that you're either a whale or you're a stupid free-to-play player. Hopefully, you're not the latter. Hopefully. So if you're a whale, then you should have no reason to not play. Like, because I know a whale in my own community. He wanted to fight me, so I joined his lobby, and I saw Akis. I'm like, bro, you're a whale. Like, you've given me a lot of money. Why do you not have at least Z equips on your teams? Like, if you're gonna spend money for all these units, a 14-star USV, all this stuff, you can at least spend some CC on equipments, or even do the raid to get the racers, to get the equipment. So, like, I don't understand how whales specifically don't have Z's, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, especially since it's also like a permanent upgrade to your account because those equips
Yeah.
don't go away.
Yeah.
With that,
But yeah,
I
I
can
remember-
agree 100% with you guys. Sorry, I apologize. This girl's sending like 5-minute Snapchat. So if I'm dipping for a second, I apologize, dude. I'm not choosing to.
Chill, Brad. It's all good. So
Sorry.
the thing is, like, also when I was watching, and you should watch that too, the Millionaire episode with Lethal, and then as the question was, you know, which character has the unique equip truth of the survival game? Like for me, I was like, I knew it immediately, right? And then I was on the opposite side of Brad, where I'm like, wait. Okay, it's like I needed to remind myself that not everybody has either played the game at that time or just doesn't care about, you know, like all the units and all the freaking unique equips. Because I was like, all right, it's this character. I don't want to spoil it. You probably know it, but you know. And then Lethal went on to, you know, like ask the Discord. So that was kind of interesting for me. It was like the opposite experience of what Brad just pretty much described.
Dude, I put
the equips.
so I'll put a screenshot up on Twitter and be like, I like this unit, and I put like terrible equips on it on purpose, so people comment and they're like, you should use this one, and I'm like, nice, dude, thanks. I don't have to do my research. Like, I'm like, I appreciate you, bros. Thank you.
All right, so everybody, you heard it here first. Don't do that anymore. Just say, okay, cool that you like that unit. Good equips.
Dude, I rely way too heavily on other people. I'm like, oh, that's a good equip, and then I put it on, and then ZVG will hop in and be like, that's trash, and I'm like, oh. Sorry.
Dude, I do the same
Sorry. Tom,
thing.
Bro, I
Steve
had to-
on Twitter told
dude, I
me
have
this was
to-
fire. Sorry. Like,
I've had to help Azdik and Iron King with their commences because these guys suck.
Whoa,
dude, honestly.
hold up,
Like,
hold up though. To my own credit, you said that Iron Canes were way worse than mine, so I'm gonna go
Yeah,
ahead
because
and take
Iron
that
King was
doesn't
rocking the
that
other
doesn't
weekend
solve
versions
anything.
of
I'm
the
but
better
is
than
that-
Iron. That doesn't mean anything.
I was about to say, is that really a high bar to climb?
me and Iron are in the same level of intelligence though, so I had to take my wins.
Dude, it's ironic.
L. That's
Everybody
an-
hates
that's
on
an L for
ZVG,
you.
and he's actually the only Dragon Ball fan that reads. Like, it's ironic, dude. It's amazing.
ZVG
See, I actually
studies
don't
this.
read because I
ZVG
didn't know.
studies.
I don't know kids, bro. I don't know kids. There's a lot of times I fight units and they do some crazy stuff and I'm like, wait, what? They can do
Dude,
that?
I
Like,
have-
I fought Buwan yesterday and he did a cover change. I'm like, Buwan has a cover change, bro? What? Like, I don't
Yeah.
I don't read kids, bro.
Just equips.
There's a difference because you just don't care about those units, so you don't bother to read their
Well,
kits.
yeah.
Iron Cane
I'm not gonna
runs
read kids about
blast
you that don't care
equips
about. Like,
on his
I still
LSL.
don't know what support Cell has or his death buffs. I still don't know. I haven't even read this game, but I still
Even
don't
though
know. I
Virgil
saw
said
those
it
stats.
earlier.
Yeah, I don't.
Dude, you just went.
He said something
you
about
just went to
20%,
work saying how
20% or
bad
something.
he was, and you're like, I don't even actually know what he does. I just know he sucks.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
amazing.
dude.
It's easy to forget. Like you be knowing the kids, but then you know time goes by, it's just like it fades away, and you just play the game.
I mean, I can tell you what
Yeah.
remembering kids.
instant transmission Goku does if you want. Like, is he useful? I can tell you what he does. I still have all that stuff memorized up to like year 2. That's like
Zenkai.
that's straight up ingrained in my brain.
Really?
Dude, I'm gonna like be on my deathbed, like telling you how many counts stuff lasts for the units that came out the first 2 years of the game. You can be like, well, what does MUI
Yeah.
do? And it's like, if you just
Your
stand,
family's
if you
gonna
just
love
stand
you.
still, you don't get attacked.
What about-
Brad's last words were Tokabaki auto win is trash.
No, literally, like, that's how, dude. It's stuff is. So when I look at those old units, I can just tell you their kits pretty much off the top of my head. But then you ask me like a unit beyond the 3rd year, and I'm like, I don't know, dude. Does he hit hard? I think he hits hard. I'm pretty sure. He's really strong.
Don't they all? All right. So, yeah, one more thing that we got going in the game. We got the notice a little bit late this time, but we got it nonetheless. And that is reveals and stuff. 23 is coming. We've got information about upcoming PvP updates. And of course, there will be details about new characters as well. Brad, what do you think and what do you hope for? Brad is on the Snapchat.
Yeah, probably. That's,
Brad just got shocking pictures, so I'm going to pass this one on over to Virgil.
All right. I mean, Toshi was looking drippy. In the
yeah.
pic. That's like the first thing that I
Yes,
noticed. I was
sir.
like, dude, like he's looking drippier than usual. Actually, like he had the hair slicked back. I don't know if he has that normally, but he was looking nice. All right. I think obviously we're getting an LF because that's what we get when we get reveals and stuff. So A lot of skeptical, people, predicting what the LFs or what tags they might be around, right? We've gotten a lot of Vegeta clan buffs recently, or kind of hints with the Zenkai's returning, the Maj Vegeta Zenkai. Just buffs towards that tag all around. The team could definitely use it, obviously. The free to play Maj Vegeta. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like jam packed or anything. I don't even think this is where they might talk about the battle system change. I mean, they might. Actually, they did say they were gonna talk about it, right? But I don't think this is gonna be the update where they're implemented. I think we still got a week to go, but I could be completely wrong. PvP updates. So I think it's gonna be dope. Obviously new stuff. But yeah, it's mainly gonna be the LF, the battle system stuff, and then.
So I like to base it on Dokkan somewhat because they kind of line up every now and again. And I would love an LF cooler. I would definitely spend like $10 on an LF cooler. Like no more than $10, but I would definitely spend like $10 though.
That's good enough.
Same, honestly.
Bro, I spent $8 on the anniversary, bro. Like I'm not Mr. $1,000 gang anymore. Like I'm good.
You guys are wild, bro. With the Fortnite collab in 2 days?
Nah. It's gonna drop the same night as the LF too, so it's like a big rip for Fortnite for me until the morning.
That's crazy. I'm going in on Fortnite. That's where we're
the team ups. Azdik, seriously, bro.
Yeah.
Virgil, Azdik is trash.
Dude.
Piggy had to carry him, bro. He's trash.
Dude, no.
ZVG?
Yeah, Piggy
ZVG,
did have to carry. Piggy did carry the crap out of me on Fortnite.
Though ZVG, I think a co-lead spot just went, got free. Do you want it?
Thank you. Yeah, actually,
all we're proving is how
Azdik out with his S-equips and all this stuff.
We're such generic Dragon Ball fans, dude. All of us, like everybody's like, I hate Fortnite. It's got Goku though. It's like,
nah.
Dude, we're so.
I've been on the Fortnite grind, Brad.
Yeah,
I've been
that's
on
not
it.
a good statement.
That's a great statement.
No, it's not, bro.
You're a great
I didn't know
statement.
Azdik was 14 in 9th grade, dude.
Imagine though being 20 in 9th grade. What does that say about you?
That's Iron. Have you seen him?
Iron.
You mean
Iron,
Poor
just
Iron
thinks at his
Kane,
own
bro.
pace.
He did
You mean
nothing
20
wrong, dude. He's just
Hey, I didn't say 20 inch, okay?
he's just a fun little goofball, and like we just talk so much crap, dude.
That's what the intern is for, right?
Just wait until Breakers drops, bro. It's gonna be a whole different Iron
bro.
Kane.
I saw him streaming last night. He was actually streaming on Twitch. Iron was.
Yeah,
He was killing it.
he
Though.
has been streaming on Twitch. Yeah.
Oh, Iron.
So
If you guys say so.
Such a funny little guy, man.
I'm gonna actually have to follow him right now. The Iron King, if you were wondering. So yeah, CVG, what are you expecting on Tuesday? What do you think is gonna happen?
Wait, huh?
Dude, everybody I talk to is just like gone.
Dude, it's my fault. Whenever I join podcasts, I derail every conversation.
What
I'm sorry.
What I'm expecting on
in the video, yeah. What are they gonna reveal?
They're gonna talk about the new mechanic like in depth, and the community is either gonna hate it or they're gonna love it, depending on what they say. And I do expect some lies to sprinkle in there, talking about how the PvP is great right now, the meta is so diverse, all the units are good type stuff. And then I expect them to show off either Elephant Flash or a new Trunks. I'm pretty sure it has to be something Vegeta Clan related, but I've heard talks around it's gonna be a DKP. Personally, I do hope that it is a Trunks, because then I would summon for it, because I could kill two birds with one stone. I could get a unit for Future and also a unit for Vegeta Clan at the same time. But yeah, if it's DKP, skip. Found Flash, it's gonna be a skip as well, because I don't trust these devs to make Vegeta as good. Like they've had a bad track record this year of making Vegeta as good. So
who's the best Vegeta in the game right now?
The green LF Super Saiyan, the one that got a Zenkai.
Yeah, he's a monster. You're right. Yeah, he's
the only one that's even. And MV is good too now. I totally forgot that MV.
Is Maj Vegeta solid? Like,
Zenkai.
I haven't even used him. I'm being 100% transparent.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. His team just aren't great, but he's good individually for sure.
I really hope we get something superhero. Now that I'm thinking about the movie drops in 3 days, 4 days?
Yeah, that's not happening.
I would
that's
love
something
it though.
that's
I would.
happening.
I know it's not going to.
I'd
Just let me
rather
cope.
that.
That's what I
honestly.
want.
Can I just
That's
cope
what I
every
want.
now and again instead of being real with you
That's
guys?
what I will also
No,
cope
stop
for
the
as well.
I just
I
wanna
don't
cope,
even know
though.
if it's cope though. It's like a fair thing though, because the movie's
God, that'd be
dropping,
amazing.
Something, but
for them to
Superior
not
dropping for
capitalize
festivals.
It's
on
not
this
gonna
is, like,
happen. You're
ridiculous
right.
if they
That'll be
don't.
Christmas if anything.
It's gonna be for Black Friday, bro. Exactly.
Yeah.
Christmas, Black
You're
Friday.
100%
They're gonna
Black
drop
Friday
something,
this
I
month.
think. Though
Ooh.
I feel like they should.
Dude,
The
drop
thing
Black
that you
Friday?
got to
Ooh.
consider that the movie is not dropping soon for everyone. Like for me, it's only on the 30th. So
No,
it would
Tom,
still
we
be
live in
before.
America. You guys live elsewhere.
Yeah.
Dude, that's not how. it
Yeah, I
works.
was about to
Come on.
say they definitely
The world.
prioritize.
It
like,
goes
the-
around us, dude. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
That's true.
Well,
I
because they
forgot.
consider it the global release.
It was
still,
kind of a joke,
right?
Tom, but it
It's-
sounded
yeah.
kind of real because then Azzy started backing me up, but it was kind of a joke.
But
I
but
got
it's,
that.
it's kind of not though at the same time because it's like what you said on the 30th you're getting it, Pomp.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
because
crazy.
I've just been hearing this
Spain?
called the global release.
I think it's Spain
Yeah.
gets it like September 12th or some. Like it's like really far
Yeah, and
back.
then also there's gonna be like one screening in all of Germany on the 24th, like in Cologne.
Just
so
one?
Sunblade before it drops, right? There's one premiere like in Cologne, so Sunblade could go, but it's like I'm not traveling across Germany just to see it 6 days before.
But you
and
get to
then,
see Sunblade at the
30th.
same time.
Yeah, he has a free travel pass on the train, so
Yeah,
he can just
he's
come
kind
over
of
whenever
mid.
he wants
You're
to.
not wrong. Like, yeah, I got you.
No, I didn't say that.
I did.
You said
No,
that,
I
but
did.
hey,
I said it. Yeah, you didn't
I
say it.
bamboozled you, Brad.
No, I
Sunblade,
said
you hear
it.
that? He's behind me right now.
That'd be amazing if we just hopped on. I heard you, Brad. That'd be amazing.
Hello, Sunblade here. And now we talk about Dokkan.
That's how it
yeah, but
works,
no.
dude. Whenever you hop on a call with any of these dudes, they're like, all right, dude, Legends, no. So Dokkan, right? Hear me out. It's like, what? We weren't even talking about that.
No, but I
All I
really
hear is
hope
Reddits.
yeah, Reddits. I really hope that we are getting some more info. Like, so I'm assuming similar to Virgil that it's not going to be the week where the update drops, but they can still tell us more about it, right? For the PvP, I do hope that the sentence on top of these updates we have a new PvP system planned means something on top of the quick dash. Maybe regarding the ranks, maybe regarding some new, like another queue or just something new, right? So I'm not even that like stuck on characters. I just want more diversity in the game itself. So more things to do, more different things to do. That's what I hope for. And then character-wise, I would
we're
love.
not getting that.
Sorry.
No, I'm saying that we're not getting that, bro, for sure. I just with these devs, bro, we ain't getting what you just asked for.
Bro, that's the problem, man. Because
Crushed.
EVG is right. Every single time I think like, yo, that'd be super dope. That's never gonna happen. Every single time I'm like, that'd be really dope. I'd be really enjoying that. We're gonna get the total opposite.
They're like once a blue moon they do it, but like majority of the times it's like we all got, specifically the anniversary, right? We're all hoping for a little bit more, and then they ended it off like with a couple other things. I was
they're
like,
like,
really?
peace
That's
out,
it?
bro.
Yeah.
Like one unit
Summon.
banners, really?
Dude, that was the worst banner of my entire. Like that was such a bad banner. Vegeto's, just absolute trash. Like, I really, we joke about bad banners and stuff, but that was on a different level bad. It's like, is this 2019? I don't even know the year. It's so bad.
That's because you're
Dude,
drunk.
I think the funniest thing that just popped up in my mind was when Virgil was talking about how the devs really took one mote away from us with the reduced rewards. that's
grimy,
still funny.
dude.
Somebody in chat said that we should get better rewards for ranked, and I agree, but dude,
They're
they
making
just
it worse.
reduced the rewards. So I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. It's clear that their minds are just backwards. Cause I don't understand how you reduce the rewards, dude. I don't get it.
They're so this is what they're thinking, right? They're like, hey, we've given these guys a ton during Legends anniversary. So right now we got to kind of compensate on our end and give them a little bit less because we've given them too much.
Until Legends Festival, right?
I don't even.
Exactly. So during the regular, times of the year when we're not celebrating anything, we got to give them a little bit less so they have like more to look forward to.
I mean, are we gonna act like it doesn't work? Like, are we gonna act like we don't keep playing the game and it's been 4 years and we're like, I hate this. Let me log on real fast. Hold on, I gotta do my dailies. It's like, it's how it goes. So it works.
Yeah, it works, but like the regular amount of things, I feel like their regular product should be increased. Like
I just like
overall,
that sound,
I think,
dude.
You know,
That's the perfect sound of when you talk about something Legends, where you're like, dude, I love Dragon Ball Legends. It's the best. Oh man, Legends is actually such a good game, and we just crap talk it for it's so easy to crap talk it because it's like, bruh, crap talk does not sound as good. But I'm
really
trying not to
comes down
curse.
to the
Crap talk just sounds weird.
to like the release and stuff, though. You know what I mean? Like the game, the baseline game is definitely fun. I don't think any of us would even be on this podcast right now talking about it if we didn't. all
of
enjoy
course
the game,
not. Yeah,
you know, to
Yeah,
some degree.
of course. Yeah, that's what.
I mean, why would you make content on a game that you hate?
Yeah,
Exactly.
So like years
Money,
ago,
money, what?
when it came with all this stuff, like we always talk crap on because of how much we love it, and now it's just kind of a meme to talk crap on it. That's the biggest problem that Legends has always had, is that the moment they became a meme, there was no going back. But the moment people started posting like hentai underneath their Twitter posts, it's like, well, sorry Toshi, apologize, man. You're just gonna have to deal with it now.
They make it so easy to meme though, with like a
So
lot of these
easy.
like give back type things, bro. Like they're giving back.
They're
but
talking
it's,
about like
not really
Toshi's
giving-
like this
that-
unit's gonna define the game, and he comes out and he's dog crap, and it's like, huh?
Bro, I don't know who makes these scripts for Toshi
It's
to read off,
Toshi.
bro.
He
Like,
makes them.
I honestly feel like that these dudes are just setting Toshi up to get clowned on, bro.
They're all-
Powerful Eye Shenron.
They're all like us
all
sitting
these
around the
events,
table, and they're
all
like,
the
all right, dude, what can we
CC.
get him to say, bro? Come on. And they're like, well, what about this unit's
Jones
like
unbroken type.
he's the most
Like, what?
defensive unit to ever release in the game. We can get him to say that, and then we'll give him no defenses. It's like,
You mean like Blue Vegeta? Sure.
oh, poor Toshi, man.
I was
Dude,
thinking that one too. Yeah.
who was it? Was it Libra? It was like he was gonna die on that hill. That Vegeta's really good. And then I haven't seen a Vegeta since he released. Like I saw like one, and then everybody
He
was like,
sucks.
"Whew, okay, that was my one match with him. I'm out." Oh man,
Not even a showcase. There we go. Goodbye.
dude. Half the showcases I watched a couple showcases when the anniversary started, and yeah, it was like people using that Blue Vegeta. Like he's really good. He's pretty. He looks cool. That's pretty sweet. It was like
He transforms. Wow.
yeah, it's like wow, dude, he has blue hair now. Nice.
Probably the most disappointing unit this anniversary, bro.
Because he could have been super
He looks,
dope.
he looks
year.
sick. He looks
Of
sick
the
On
too.
year.
what
bro.
planet do you need to wait that long to transform? It's 2022. Like he
Just make him a revival, bro. That's
That's
all they had to
it.
do was make
Literally,
him a
that's
revival.
it.
That's all they had to do.
God, he would have been so cool if he died, came back blue, and he was just an absolute beast. I would have loved it. He'd come back with 1 HP.
First couple of games that I was using him, you know, he would just get comboed by androids, right? You just get one comboed by androids. Like as soon as the hit was procced to where, you know, you lose your cards, whatever. Like right before then, pop a blue card, 18's killing you.
I still have like 11
You know, if you're already
in my
ramped up,
fridge
there's a
with
lot
your
of
name on
scenarios where you don't even get to
And, like,
transform because you
Every
just dead.
time I drink, I'm like, don't drink those, bread. Those Taylors.
Yep.
Every
Life
time.
is hard.
Yeah, they should have just yeah.
I still have like 11 Michelob.
I see some people you know, saying he's okay though. I've seen it.
Well, he's not
Or it's
horrendous.
like-
I mean,
the
you can
damage
use any
output
unit.
is all
it's
right.
just yeah, but you got to take so much damage before, like,
Yeah.
or wait. What is it?
Yeah.
50 counts,
It's something
or take like
ridiculous, something
60% of your
outrageous
HP
like
or
that.
something. It's like, huh?
Is it
It's 50%.
I
Yeah,
have no idea.
50%. But it's like, dude, I've even said it before. Like, I feel bad saying it, but not really. Is that I was like, if you're running this Vegeta, like, you almost deserve to lose because that's how bad he is. Like, it's
But
just,
you're kind of asking for it, no?
yeah. Like, it's like you're putting yourself at a disadvantage, bro, because it's like he's ridiculously bad. I hate that unit. Like, it just purely out of just because he's just designed poorly.
Yeah, it's sad.
But see, remember when Red Bardock dropped and he had the same kind of thing where he had to wait 50 counts to use this thing, or
it would have been
and he somehow was okay when he dropped. It's just Vegeta's just I don't know. I'm not gonna die on that hill. Libra can die on that hill by himself. Like I'm chilling.
his teams needed that revival. His teams needed it, right?
Yeah, I don't know why he wasn't
Universe
honestly.
Survival Saga, bro. Like Universe Survival Saga.
Well, 'cause
needs
then he
that
would've-
for Jiren to be decent. Also, like Jiren wants to be rushed, right? They don't have a revival on the team, bro. anyone that's getting rushed by droids or any, mainly droids, right? It's just dead.
He would have wrecked MUI. That's why he doesn't have revival. Like he would have been the MUI answer, and they didn't want to release that alongside. It's like just push him back a couple of months.
Yeah.
Like give me a couple months and make him good because he looks super cool. Like his art's cool and everything. When he transforms, it's dope. The point in the series is sweet. And they're like, well, he could.
It's the perfect color for the teams,
Literally,
too. Like,
yeah.
it was
Everything
alright.
lined
It
up,
was
and then it's
good.
like, oh, he sucks. Dang.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's so tough.
Alrighty, guys. I think this is the time where we take a quick break. We'll be back in about 3 minutes with your questions. So make sure to have some locked and loaded. And as always, bits and subs will take priority, but we'll try and answer as many as possible. So I'll be back in 3. Alrighty, guys. There we go. We are back. And I'm going to hand it over to Virgil, MC Virgil, for your questions. Take it away.
MC, yes, sir. Is the first one by Fresh? I think it's the first one I see, right?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so to me, it looks like Legends is turning into a game where the devs are far more concerned with revenue than creating a good game. I think that is partially true with just the gacha game thing. They do want to prioritize the longevity with how much money they make. How much that is definitely one of the priorities. So it's always been a thing. Unfortunately, right? I do think they do their part too with making the game as good as possible. Because if the game wasn't good, people wouldn't play it or it wouldn't be talked about, right? But I think revenue's obviously one of the most important things. Reduced rewards for extended PvP, crazy monetization for raids, and the banners. Oh, greedy, yeah. And the banners that don't include good featured LFs, but will drop another banner that features those units. Anything to milk the player base and get you to spend on multiple banners, have you check out the shop, them removing rewards from PvP rewards. Like, it's one multi, bro. They took one multi from us, and it's they don't understand, but a lot of people actually, that's an incentive to be like, hey, bro, that's kind of grimy.
As that player that one multi determines.
Azdik would have been eating with that one multi.
Man, would have had a 9-star Ultra Vegito, bro.
That is so true.
That one pack, bro, could have been a make it or break it for people to play this game, bro. And the fact that they're going to take that away, it's like, it's literally nothing. I'm being sarcastic.
Biggest problem, I think, is that it's that they give us stuff and then they take it. That's always been Legends' biggest thing, is that they show us the cool things they can do, and then they're like, yeah, that was temporary. Don't worry about it. That's gone now. It's like, well, I like that. Why are you taking it now? It's one thing when you add something to it. That's fine, whatever. Like if they just added CC and everybody's going to be happy. But when they take it away and put it somewhere else, and then they move it to this place, and then you get less, and it's like, dude, these 14-year-old kids that are playing your game are not keeping track of how the CC shifted from this event to this event. Like, just keep it in the same spot. Like, that's the biggest problem. It's like when they change it up and they're like, yeah, you're still getting the same amount. It's just coming from 7 different places now. And it's like, well, I don't. All right.
I said this on the last podcast, but I'm sure a lot of people that play casually don't even realize that the rewards are less in PvP, right? Like people just jump in. Some people don't even realize like what's going on with the season, with the double, like the longer season, or even like the decrease in rewards. Like a lot, me personally, I don't even click to check the rewards every season. I just jump in anyways.
Same. I'm like, I got to play 10 more matches to get rewards. Nice, okay.
With everything they do, I've been thought for like a long time at this point that overall, like the amount that they give should be more. Just like on a regular, not on like some occasional type thing. Obviously, at that point, they should be even more, right? In the anniversary, I did enjoy that they gave us a ton through the raids and the erasers and the CC. That was like that's like one of the best things that they've ever done. And it was kind of like deserved at that point with how they executed everything. But like the banners, yeah, definitely the banners, they should be making a bit more valuable.
I mean, okay, so we've been saying it for years.
Value.
Think about like
value.
How much CC you get in PvP, right? We've been saying it since day one. If you hit number 1 in the world, you should probably get like 10K. To be 100% honest, you hit number 1 in the entire world, they can give you a little more CC than the guy hit number 999. Like, so that's always been a thing.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
You're getting more actually, but not a ton.
But what I mean is it should be like substantial. You just hit number 1 above like 100,000 people. Like you should probably get a fair amount. but that's always been a thing. Like,
yeah. Like minimal double it down or something like that. But it should definitely be more spread out too. Just having a more incentive to reach certain rankings, right? If you hit top 100, you're getting 100 extra Z power. Like it's almost nothing. Like
Snore.
make it something for top 50, top 100, top 1000 should be different rewards. Should have a top 100 title. Why is there no top 100 title? Top 100 and top 1000. People can associate them together. But I personally feel like top 100, top 1000 are still far
100%
from
very,
each
very
other.
different things.
It's not even like the same type of players, the same dedication. It's not the same thing. So to have like top, say 50 players get the same title that a top 900 player is going to get, it's like, dude, I could settle for top 900 as well. I just have to play a lot less. But yeah, the value is a huge problem. This question's, something that we still have yet to understand why or when they're going to just continue to add more regular value. Because obviously they do on celebrations. And even then it's, questionable with how the banners were handled and everything executed. But at the end of the day, they do find points to give us value, right? So there's that. Move on to Goza Rising. To me, it looks like Legends turning into a game where the devs are.
It's a
this is
copy
the same
pasta,
question.
bro.
Wow.
You're on Cloud9 Gaming. Like.
Jeez. Okay. Well,
what was your
think there's
best and
a-
worst
what-
experience with Legends? We'll go with that question. We'll each give our best and worst, and then we'll probably call it at that point. ZVG, you go first. You ain't talked in a hot
Sweet.
minute. What's your best and worst experience with Legends?
Alright, best experience? Oh my god, dude.
it's getting sturdy.
No, I think it was either when MUI first dropped and I was on that anti-MUI agenda, or first Annie when I had Buhan and I was on the fuck Fusions agenda.
Bad word.
Oh really? Oh my bad.
Okay.
Alright, but I just hate Fusions, dude. Like Fusions is just like I don't want to go into it. Well, like I really love playing this game when I have an agenda. Like even now, people say the androids suck and all this stuff, but it feels so good clapping their cheeks with the androids, bro, to show them who's the real boss. You know what I'm saying? The worst moment is probably them. Thinking of a worst moment in this game, dude. When I got shafted on LF Super Saiyan Vegeta when he first dropped with Rose, I think that was pretty bad because that's when I ditched my account and made a whole new account just to get him, bro. I was down bad for that unit, dude, back when he first dropped. Because I really like that arc where you just beat the hell out of Rose. So yeah, I think that was the worst moment in this game for me.
Oh, the green one.
Yeah,
Bro,
the
you
green
still
one, the green
talking
one.
because I
about
was just
Green
thinking, like, wait.
Buhan, bruh? Sorry, I walked away for a second, dude.
Yeah,
You and Green Buhan, man, that's your
Bro,
boy,
Green
dog.
They
Buhan.
go way back, bruh.
Yeah, if you know about
Way
ZVG
back.
with
Yeah,
Green
they go way back,
Buhan,
dude.
dude, you're instantaneously a boomer. Like,
bro, and the funny thing too, bro, people want me to summon for this Red Buhan, but I'm like, no, bro, he sucks. Like he ain't got the
The
juice.
shield.
He ain't got the OG Buhan energy, bro.
Does he even have
He sucks.
the green, bruh? The bubble green?
No, but he doesn't have the barrier, bro. Doesn't have the barrier.
Come on now.
Dude, I don't know how Buhan doesn't have an ultimate, bro. I don't understand why he only has blow cards and all this shit. Nigga, give him an ultimate, bro. Let him combo people, destroy them, blast up the earth.
now
Type,
listen,
type
ZVG,
beat,
this is
dude.
not a personal
get
attack,
that.
bro. But Buhan and like Boo Tanks, they don't really mean like anything in this show.
Oh
They
no,
just
I
happen.
don't like them outside the
I was
the
like,
game,
they
you
just-
know what I'm saying. I just like Buhan because of the game. Like the game.
That's
made
how
me like
that's how
Buhan.
with GT Goku,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
Everybody associates me. And I'm like, I don't like GT Goku. Like, so I feel it.
You don't like his cone-shaped head?
Dude, he pisses me off actually. When I watch GT, I'm like, can you just grow up already, dude? Like, can you just get taller?
Nope.
I'll go next. And so my best and worst. My best experience was the second anniversary when Vegito Blue came out, and the game was just like, it was just fun still, like really, really fun. The whole community was like losing their mind how good he was, and it was just a good time for the game. And the game was thriving too, so that was pretty dope. Worst experience was when do you guys remember the Valentine's Day banner? Like I think it was at the
The girls?
Yeah. Dude, I remember I was still kind of like broke at that point, and like I drove to the bank to move money out of my savings into my checking so I could summon, and I got blue pan like 12 times. And I legit
Jesus.
sat there like I just spent $250 on blue pan. And I was like, fuck this shit, dude, I'm out. Like that was the worst time of my entire life with Legends.
Damn.
11:30
did
at
it
night.
with GVG
driving
too.
over.
Bad word.
Yeah. It's fine. Fingers will cut it out. Don't worry. Maybe he probably won't. He'll probably forget.
Yeah, maybe I'll go next. Like, I don't know, like it's not in the game, but I guess my best experience was becoming part of the original podcast. It's kind of like tangential, but it's still Legends, I guess. And the worst experience is every time I clash with MUI.
Every time. Oh, dude, you've been having a rough couple of months then, man. Like every time.
Every time my opponent wins because of that Dokabaki auto win trash.
Just get a higher number, Pom.
It's just.
I'm confused. Why don't you just kill him? You can't just attack MUI?
Oh, true. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Man.
MUI's mid,
Dude,
though.
I've been playing
He's
wrong
like,
the
he's
entire
like
time.
6 out of 10, dude. Like I don't even know how you're having trouble with him, man.
Exactly.
Wait, so he's still better than my what?
I mean, he's yeah. I mean, honestly, 6 out of 10 is better than 90% of the game, but we're not gonna have that conversation today, so it's fine.
All right, I'm gonna hand it over to Ass Cheek.
I would say best experience has just been since third anniversary, bro. I have not got shafted almost a whole year without getting shafted. So that's
Must be nice.
I would say worst experience. I don't know. I don't even think I have a worst experience with Legends. I would guess just in terms of shaft, bro. I think first anniversary shafted me so hard, bro. Like shafted me so hard that I almost quit first anniversary. This was before I even thought about being like a YouTuber or anything, because I only started making content like around second anniversary, but that first anniversary did me so dirty that I legitimately did not want to play. And I was like, if I don't get the headliner unit in second anniversary, I'm gonna quit the game. And I did. I ended up getting them. I got Vegito Blue and stuff like that. But at that point, I didn't necessarily need the headliner unit because I actually got decent at the game. But
Ooh.
Thanks. Yeah. I mean, I don't have like a crazy shaft story or anything like that because it's not money out of my own pocket. So.
Must be nice.
All right, what about you, Virgil?
I mean, the worst experiences have to be the shafts, bro. Like the shafts make me not want to even play the game. Like after getting shafted, bro, I look at my whole life. I'm just like, damn, bro. But yeah, Ultra Super Vegito, that banner just violated me in ways that I cannot explain. And then UI Omen, that banner also violated me. So those two banners, worst experiences. Really bad. Like, by the way, it's not just like a little bit. It's pretty bad.
What about best?
Like, best specifically, like, it's hard to like pinpoint really the best. Like when you think of like whatever your best things are, like whether it's like anything, like to pinpoint number one, I could definitely say like third. I was like the most hype. Like the most hype I probably could remember was third anniversary, right? Like the reveals for it, I was just losing it, bro. Like I remember jumping around for G4, man. I would have loved to have jumped around for this anniversary, dude. If they executed it better, they had, things didn't get.
I mean, you
leaked in
sturdied
presentation
around,
and
right?
stuff.
So you're good.
Yeah,
It's the same
I
thing.
did. Dude, third anniversary was just like epic, bro. Like, it was. I don't know how they did it, but all I remember was like actually like being like livid, bro. I was hype.
I remember you were. Hold on. Were you happy or you mad? I don't think livid means you were like.
I was no,
Dude,
yeah, I was
fucking
livid
pissed,
at first,
bro. It was
but
dope.
no, that you could exactly.
That's how it'd be.
Is that part where they cut it right when you thought it was gonna end, and then I was like, yes, I knew it, and they continued.
I mean, dude, hey, I
was
hey,
livid
D
at first.
freestyle.
Gogeta Super Saiyan 4, I still like him, bro. Like I use him all the time. He's so much fun. He's just a cool unit. Once he got his equip, he's pure dog crap if you don't have his equip. Like, he's actually just trash fodder. But if you have his equip at Z+, dude, he's so good. He's fun. So I agree with
Would
you.
you call him a
Yeah.
defensive menace?
Honestly,
like
yeah,
to-
dude, he eat that first hit. If you can time it, good lord, you hear that fucking thunder?
Yeah.
If he
Actually did.
takes that like first hit properly, dude, he tanks like anything in the game. I actually do think he's a really good defensive unit. Yeah.
I would actually like to change my favorite moment. Is it was recently end of the season. I think Azdik, you remember, I was playing against the number 1 player.
Oh,
And then I won. And then he came into chat and he insulted
Yeah,
the
the
crap out of me in
meltdown.
French.
Oh my
Bruh.
god, that was great.
He was so like whenever he beat me, like he never showed or did anything or sent a GG, right? And I'm like, all right, I guess I just lost, whatever. But then he came into chat and there were some people who spoke French and they were just like, what the hell just happened? You know, like and I was just laughing so hard. It was crazy because I didn't expect him to be that salty over like an L.
It was hilarious.
And that goes back to like when we talked about, last day of the season. People it just brings out the worst in people, I guess. But yeah, I would say we're gonna call it here, and hope to see you next week with the Ultra Space Time Podcast 98. Then we will have more to talk about, seeing as we will have our reveals and stuff behind us, and probably a release of a new character. And don't forget to check out our creators. Links will be in the description down below, or you see their Twitters here on screen. So check them out, find their channels, and give them a follow. You'll definitely not be disappointed. And with that said, we'll be back next week, episode 98. Stay safe, wash your hands. We'll see you then.
I was going to say, hopefully you have
Bye,
me
guys.
back. And then I was like, oh, I own this thing. I can be back whenever I want.
If you want to produce it, sure.
I'm big chilling on that one, dude. No. That's all you guys.
Nah, next week, Azdik is going to be your host. And yeah, take care. Bye, guys.
Peace.
Later.